Here's the cold truth. Survival isn't about flashy gear or dropping thousands on a doomsday bunker. It's about having the right tools at the right time. When disaster strikes, your life might depend on something as small as a lighter, a filter straw, or a $10 multi-tool. And the crazy part? Most people blow their cash on useless gimmicks, while the gear that could actually save them costs less than a takeout pizza. Let's be real. Survival doesn't have to break the bank. You don't need to spend hundreds to be prepared. You just need to be smart about what you buy. The problem is, the market is flooded with cheap junk disguised as must-have survival tools. That's why we've cut through the noise to bring you 20 survival items under 20 that actually deliver when it matters most. These aren't novelty gadgets you'll toss in a drawer. They're practical, reliable, and dirt cheap. The kind of gear that could mean the difference between comfort and chaos, safety and disaster. And number 7, that's the one even seasoned preppers swear by. Let's dive in. Number 1, water filter straw. Think survival is all about beef jerky and fancy knives? Think again. If you can't drink clean water, all that gear won't save you. Enter the water filter straw, a tiny, almost laughably simple tool that turns murky puddles into safe hydration. Looks like a kid's science toy? Don't be fooled. One sip, and you've dodged Giardia, E. coli, and a dozen other nasty surprises. Why it rocks? It's fast, portable, and chemical-free. No boiling, no gross tablets, just drink and survive. Most preppers waste hundreds on flashy gadgets while ignoring this basic lifesaver. Storage is effortless. Toss it in your bug-out bag, glove compartment, or backpack, add a mini cleaning brush or wipe, and you're set. Price punchline? About $15, a fraction of what people spend on bottled water or overpriced survival kits. Rising cost warning, prices jumped 14% last year, so waiting could cost you. Heads up, the next item on this list, criminally underrated, bright, and about to make you rethink fumbling in the dark. You'll never guess number 2, but it's a total game changer. Number 2, LED headlamp. Flashlights are fine if you like juggling in the dark. One hand holding the light, the other trying to do anything useful. Good luck. Strap on an LED headlamp and suddenly you can cook, fix, or navigate hands-free. It's bright, tough, and lasts for hours. Most preppers skip this and waste $50 on a fancy multi-tool. Meanwhile, $12 on a headlamp keeps you striding through darkness like a pro. Storage is easy. Backpack, belt, or glove compartment. Spare batteries are a must. Rising cost warning, these are getting popular fast, so grab one now. Next up, tiny, cheap, and might literally save your life. Number 3, emergency Mylar blanket. Think survival gear has to be heavy or fancy. Nope. The emergency Mylar blanket is tiny, cheap, and insanely effective. 1 minute you're freezing, the next you're wrapped in heat-retaining magic, like strapping a portable sun to your back. People laugh until hypothermia hits. Why it matters: retains up to 90% of your body heat, shields from wind and rain, doubles as shelter or signal. Lightweight, compact, and storable anywhere. Car, backpack, kitchen drawer. Price punchline? Around $3, cheaper than coffee, and it could save your life. Rising cost warning, expect $4 or $5 soon as more people realize how essential it is. Next up, criminally overlooked, cheap, and the kind of gadget that separates amateurs from actual survivors. You won't want to skip number 4. Number 4, fire starter kit. Matches and lighters, useless in wind or rain. One slip and you're shivering in the dark. Enter the fire starter kit. Tiny, cheap, and nearly indestructible. The tool that separates amateurs from actual survivors. Why it matters: fire isn't just warmth, it's cooking, boiling water, signaling, and keeping morale up. Modern kits spark in the wettest, windiest conditions. Strike once and suddenly you're in control. Storage is simple. Waterproof pouch in your bag, car, or jacket. Many kits last hundreds of strikes, light dozens of fires without buying more. Price punchline? Around $10. Cheaper than lunch, and it could literally save your life. Rising cost warning, demand is spiking, so grab one before prices climb. Next up, tiny, criminally underrated, and shockingly cheap. Hump number 5 will separate casual preppers from actual survival pros. Number 5, compact multi-tool. Think survival needs giant, expensive gear? Nope. Sometimes a small pocket-sized multi-tool is all it takes. Pliers, screwdrivers, blades, bottle opener. This little Swiss Army does it all. Why it matters. Fixing a torn tent, tightening a screw, or opening a can in the woods becomes effortless. You're saving time, staying calm, and actually surviving. Storage is easy. Pocket, belt, backpack. Pick one with a locking mechanism for safety. Price punchline? Around $18 for a tool that outperforms gadgets double the cost. Rising cost warning, demand is climbing fast. Next up, 6. Paracord. Cheap, versatile, and capable of literally saving your life in countless ways. Number 6. Paracord. 50 foot. Think paracord is just rope? Think again. This Swiss Army rope can save your life. Shelter, gear repair, tourniquet, traps, you name it. Skip it and you're underprepared. Why it rocks. Lightweight, insanely strong, and ridiculously versatile. 50 feet can tie tarps, secure gear, or improvise countless solutions. Storage is simple. Wrap around a carabiner or spool for quick deployment. Fumbling knots under stress? Rookie mistake. Price punchline? Around $8 for a tool that can repair, rescue, or improvise almost anything. Rising cost warning. Demand is climbing fast. Grab it now. Next up, number 7, a hand crank radio. Small, underrated, and the lifeline that keeps you connected when everything else goes silent. Number 7, portable hand crank radio. When the grid goes down, Wi-Fi and TikTok won't save you. Enter the hand crank radio. Tiny, cheap, and life-saving. Weather alerts? Check. Emergency broadcasts? Check. Phone charging in a pinch? Double check. Why it matters. Knowledge is power. While most preppers fumble with gadgets they never use, this keeps you informed and in control. Storage is easy. Bug out bag, car, or kitchen drawer. Test the crank occasionally so it works the second disaster hits. Price punchline? Around $19, less than a night out, and it could save your life. Rising cost warning, demand spikes with every disaster news cycle, so grab one now. Next up, number 8, the survival whistle. Tiny, cheap, and criminally underrated until you actually need it. Number 8, survival whistle. Most people underestimate sound. Stockpile gadgets, food, and water, but when you're lost or in danger, screaming won't cut it. Enter the survival whistle. Tiny, cheap, and shockingly effective. One sharp blast travels farther than a human shout, through wind, rain, or panic. Why it matters, signaling for help can save your life or scare off predators. It seems almost ridiculous until you really need it. Storage is simple. Clip it to your backpack, belt, keyring, or keep one in your car or pocket. No batteries, no fuel, just a tiny guardian angel you carry everywhere. Price punchline? Around $5. Rising cost warning. As more people discover it, prices are climbing. Next up, number 9, emergency food bars. Small, cheap, and the overlooked heroes that keep you fed when everything else fails. Number 9, emergency food bars. Forget overpriced freeze-dried meals. Emergency food bars are tiny, compact, and packed with calories. When hunger hits, they keep you thinking, moving, and surviving. Why they matter? Calorie-dense, shelf-stable, ready to eat. No cooking, no fuss. Most preppers waste space on gadgets instead of real food. Don't be that person. Storage is easy. Keep 3-5 bars in your bag, car, or office drawer. Rotate occasionally, but these last long enough to be a true staple. Price punchline? $2, $4 per bar. Rising cost warning, food prices are climbing, so grab them now. Next up, number 10, small, underappreciated, and capable of turning minor injuries into non-issues, the kind of tool real survivors swear by. Number 10, pocket-sized first aid kit. Think first aid is someone else's problem? One cut, blister, or burn can turn a minor issue into a full-blown crisis. Enter the pocket-sized first aid kit. Compact, cheap, and loaded with life-saving essentials. Bandages, wipes, gauze, even tiny tools. Why it matters? Emergencies don't wait. Quick treatment can mean the difference between a minor inconvenience and disaster. All the survival gear in the world won't help if you can't treat injuries fast. Storage is simple. Backpack, glove compartment, jacket pocket, office drawer, anywhere it's instantly accessible. Price punchline? Around $15. Cheaper than dinner and way more practical than flashy, overpriced kits. Rising cost warning, demand spikes after storms and blackouts, so grab one now. Next up, number 11, the compact survival knife. Essential, often underestimated, and literally the edge between surviving or giving up. Number 11, compact survival knife. Forget overpriced fluff. This is the tool that actually earns its keep. Small, sharp, and versatile, a compact survival knife can prep food, cut rope, carve shelter, and yes, even defend yourself. Why it matters? It's the underappreciated MVP of survival. Split kindling, open cans, patch gear, fashion traps, done, done, done. Raw practicality that actually works when everything else fails. Storage is simple. Sheath on your belt, backpack, or concealed pocket. Key, accessibility. Fumbling in a crisis can cost you. Price punchline? Around $20 for a tool that solves countless problems. Rising cost warning, demand is climbing, grab one before prices edge higher. Next up, number 12, the waterproof notebook and pencil. Small, cheap, and might just save your sanity when chaos hits. Number 12, waterproof notebook plus pencil. Memory isn't enough in a crisis. You'll forget water sources, safe routes, or which supplies are still good. Enter the waterproof notebook and pencil. Tiny, cheap, and surprisingly powerful. Why it matters? Map routes, track resources, leave messages, jot survival strategies. Most preppers ignore it for flashy gadgets, but this keeps you organized when chaos hits. Storage is easy. Backpack, pocket, or glove compartment. Pencil over pen. Pens fail when wet or cold. Ready access is key. Price punchline? About $10 for a durable notebook and pencil. Rising cost warning, as prepping goes mainstream, prices are climbing. Grab one now and stock extras. Next up, number 13, the compact folding shovel. Simple, underappreciated, and capable of solving more problems than you'd expect. Number 13, compact folding shovel. Dirt matters more than most people think. Shelter, fire pits, snow, drainage, even defense. This small folding shovel handles it all. Most preppers roll their eyes at a shovel, then regret it when stuck in mud. Why it matters? Versatility and options. Fold it, strap it to your backpack, or keep it in your car. Familiarity will speed when panic hits. Price punchline? Around $18, a bargain for a tool that solves dozens of problems. Rising cost warning, demand is climbing. Next up, number 14, disposable hand warmers. Tiny, cheap, and capable of saving your fingers, toes, and sanity in the cold. Number 14, disposable hand warmers. Let's face it, most people drastically underestimate the cold. They think a jacket is enough, maybe gloves if they're feeling fancy. But here's the brutal truth. When the temperature drops and you're stuck outside, your body will betray you fast. Fingers go numb, toes stiffen, and your brain starts operating in slow motion. That's where disposable hand warmers come in. Tiny, cheap, and shockingly effective little packets of life-saving heat. Why they matter? In an emergency, staying warm isn't just about comfort, it's about survival. Hypothermia can set in faster than most people expect, and once it hits, your chances of making smart decisions drop drastically. Toss a hand warmer in your gloves, boots, or pockets, and suddenly you're not just surviving. You're thinking clearly, moving efficiently, and avoiding a lot of unnecessary panic. And yet, most prepared people completely ignore these things until frostbite is already knocking on the door. Storage couldn't be easier. Keep a handful in your backpack, car, or emergency kit. They're small, lightweight, and last for hours. Some people even keep a few in their office drawers or coat pockets during winter, because you never know when disaster might strike. Bonus, they're disposable, so no maintenance, no charging, no fuss. Just heat when you need it most. Price punchline? Around $4.50 to $1 per pack. That's cheaper than a cup of coffee, and yet it could save your fingers, toes, or even your sanity in the cold. Rising cost warning? As more people wake up to the power of these little lifesavers, don't be surprised if prices inch upward in the coming years. Grab a few packs now, you'll thank yourself when everyone else is shivering. Quick gut check. If even one of these items has made you rethink what essential means, brace yourself. Number 15, the compact LED lantern, might seem like a simple light, but in a blackout or camping emergency, it can transform chaos into control. And trust me, most people completely undervalue its impact until they're fumbling in the dark. Number 15, compact LED lantern. Let's be brutally honest, most people think flashlights are enough. They're not. One hand holding a flashlight while the other tries to cook, fix, or navigate? Forget it. That's where a compact LED lantern comes in. Hands-free, bright, and ridiculously versatile. It's not just a light, it's a survival game changer, especially when the power goes out or you're deep in the wilderness. Why it matters: good lighting isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. Darkness slows you down, increases accidents, and ramps up stress levels fast. A lantern illuminates your space, keeps you organized, and gives you a sense of control when chaos hits. And here's the controversial part. Most prepared folks rely solely on flashlights or phone lights, and they're the first ones panicking when batteries die or phones fail. Don't be that person. Storage is simple. Compact lanterns are designed to fold or collapse so they fit in backpacks, glove compartments, or emergency kits. Keep spare batteries handy or go solar, rechargeable if you want to be fancy, but don't overthink it. The beauty is in the simplicity. Pull it out, switch it on, and suddenly, you're the one everyone else is looking to for guidance. Price punchline? Around $12 to $18 will get you a lantern that lights up more space than you think. That's cheaper than a dinner out and far more practical than most overpriced gadgets cluttering the survival aisle. Rising cost warning? With supply chains tightening and demand increasing for reliable lighting, expect prices to climb gradually over the next year. Grab one now before it's $20 or more. Quick gut check. If you thought these essentials were all about big gadgets, think again. Number 16, the pocket-sized multi-tool saw may seem minor, but in real-world survival, cutting wood or clearing a path quickly is huge. And trust me, most people completely overlook it until they need it desperately. Number 16, pocket-sized multi-tool saw. Here's a survival truth most people ignore. Cutting wood or clearing obstacles isn't just a camping convenience. It can be life or death. Most preppers rely on big, cumbersome saws or think they can just make do with a knife. Spoiler alert, you can't. That's why the pocket-sized multi-tool saw is one of the most underrated items on this list. Small, foldable, and absurdly effective, it gives you the power to cut through branches, construct shelters, or even fashion traps, all without lugging around a full-size saw. Why it matters when you're in the wilderness or dealing with an emergency: speed and efficiency are everything. Need firewood fast? Need to clear a path? Need to improvise a tool? This tiny saw does it all. It's lightweight, compact, and fits in your pocket, yet it's strong enough to handle serious work. Most people dismiss it as just a gimmick until they're sitting in a cold, dark block path wishing they'd packed one. Storage is a no-brainer. Keep it clipped to your backpack, tucked in your bug-out bag, or even in your glove compartment. The folding mechanism ensures safety, and the compact size means it's always ready when chaos hits. Pro tip: practice using it before you actually need it. You'll thank yourself when every move counts. Price punchline? Around $15 will get you a reliable, life-saving saw. That's cheaper than a couple of lunches and way more practical than those overpriced emergency kits that promise everything but deliver nothing. Rising cost warning? As more people wake up to how useful this is, prices are creeping up. Don't wait until it's 20. Quick gut check. If even one of these items has shocked you so far, hang tight. 117, the portable water storage container might seem mundane, but in a real crisis, having the ability to store clean water safely is a total game changer. Most people overlook this until it's too late. Number 17, portable water storage container. Let's face it, most people think water storage is boring. I've got bottles at home, why bother, they say. And then the pipes go dry or the store shelves empty, and suddenly that attitude turns into panic. Enter the portable water storage container, cheap, simple, and shockingly effective. It gives you the ability to safely store and transport water when every drop counts. Why it matters: in a survival scenario, access to clean water isn't just convenient, it's life-saving. You can carry it to camp, store it during emergencies, or even use it to ration for a group. Most people underestimate how fast water runs out or how messy it can get without proper storage. A reliable container ensures you're not left scrambling for bottles or worse, drinking contaminated water. And yes, it's cheap enough that skipping it is a rookie mistake. Storage is easy. Collapsible models fold flat for your backpack, while hard-sided containers clip neatly into your car or bug-out bag. Make sure it's BPA-free and easy to clean, because in survival, hygiene matters more than anyone wants to admit. One container could serve multiple purposes, from drinking and cooking to emergency sanitation. Price punchline? Around $12 to $15 for a durable container that can hold several gallons. That's less than most people spend on convenient snacks in a week. and it could literally save your life. Rising cost warning. As more preppers realize the importance of water storage, demand is pushing prices up steadily. Grab one now while it's still affordable. Quick gut check. If these essentials have surprised you so far, get ready. Now, 118, the compact survival blanket, seems basic, but its versatility is insane. From warmth to shelter to signaling for help, it's one of those items people dismiss until it's the only thing between them and disaster. Number 18, compact survival blanket. Here's a survival truth most people ignore. Warmth is more than comfort. It's life or death. You could have all the gear in the world, but if you're shivering uncontrollably or trapped in a cold night, your survival odds plummet fast. Enter the compact survival blanket. Cheap, lightweight, and absurdly versatile. It's not just a blanket, it's a mini lifesaver you can carry anywhere. Why it matters: it retains heat, blocks wind, and can even be used as a makeshift shelter or signal for help. Most people dismiss it as just a blanket and then spend nights freezing or scrambling for leaves and cardboard. This little reflective marvel can keep you warm, dry, and visible when everything else goes wrong. And let's be honest, visibility alone can make the difference between rescue and wandering aimlessly. Storage is dead simple. Fold it flat in your backpack, stash it in your glove compartment, or keep one in your emergency kit at home. Some people even carry a couple in different locations because, in survival, redundancy is smart. Don't underestimate the power of a small reflective sheet that weighs next to nothing but performs like a hero. Price punchline? About $5, $7. That's cheaper than a single coffee, and yet it can literally save your life. Rising cost warning: these little lifesavers are creeping up in price as more people wake up to how essential they really are. Grab a few while it's still a steal. You'll thank yourself when the night gets cold. Quick gut check. If even one of these items has made you rethink what essential means, brace yourself. Number 19, the portable mini first aid scissors might seem tiny and insignificant, but in a real emergency, precision cuts can prevent a minor wound from turning into a major disaster. Most people ignore them until it's too late. Number 19, portable mini first aid scissors. Here's a survival truth most people overlook. A simple cut or bandage can turn into a nightmare if you don't have the right tool. Most first aid kits come with band-aids and wipes, but try cutting gauze, clothing, or tape with a regular kitchen scissors or a knife, and you'll quickly realize how frustrating and slow it can get. That's where portable mini first aid scissors come in. Small, precise, and life-saving. Why it matters: in an emergency, speed and accuracy count. You might need to remove clothing, cut tape, trim bandages, or even fashion improvised splints. These tiny scissors do it all without struggling or risking further injury. And yet, most preppers completely ignore them, thinking, "My knife will do." Spoiler alert, a knife doesn't give you control. It gives you risk. Storage is simple. Keep them in your pocket-sized first aid kit, backpack, or glove compartment. Their small size makes them easy to carry anywhere, but don't let that fool you. They're sharp, strong, and precise. A pair of these scissors ensures that even in stressful, messy situations, you can act fast and smart. Price punchline: around $4 stays, cheaper than a fast food meal, but far more useful in a crisis. Rising cost warning: as more people catch on to how handy these little tools are, prices are slowly climbing. Stock a couple now. You'll be glad you did when you really need them. Quick gut check. If even one of these essentials has shocked you so far, hang tight. 20, the multi-purpose survival strap, is the final item on this list, and it's deceptively simple, ridiculously versatile, and the kind of tool that will make you look like a survival genius while everyone else is struggling. Number 20, multi-purpose survival strap. Here's the final survival truth most people completely underestimate. Sometimes the simplest tool is the one that saves your life. Enter the multi-purpose survival strap, a cheap, compact, and absurdly versatile piece of gear that somehow manages to do the job of 5 different tools at once. You can secure gear, fashion a shelter, replace broken shoelaces, create a tourniquet, or even hang food out of reach of wildlife. And yet, most preppers walk past it thinking, "Man, I've got rope." Big mistake. Why it matters: in a real emergency, improvisation is key. This strap gives you options when everything else fails. Need to lash something together quickly? Done. Need to hang a tarp for cover? Done. Emergency first aid? Done. Its versatility makes it one of those items that separates casual preppers from people who actually survive and thrive when chaos hits. And yes, it's cheap enough that skipping it is just foolish. Storage is a breeze. Roll it up neatly and tuck it into your backpack, car, or even your jacket pocket. Lightweight, strong, and easy to deploy, this strap won't weigh you down but will give you serious problem-solving power when you need it most. The more flexible you are with this tool, the more situations you can handle without panicking. Price punchline? Around $10 to $12 for a piece of gear that's basically a Swiss Army knife in strap form. That's cheaper than a fast food meal, and yet it's capable of handling countless survival scenarios. Rising cost warning? As more people wake up to its value, expect prices to slowly climb. Grab one now and be ready before the next disaster hits. Quick gut check. If this list has made you rethink what survival essentials really mean, congratulations. You're officially ahead of 90% of preppers who are still wasting money on flashy gadgets they'll never use. These 20 items under 20 prove that survival isn't about spending big. It's about being smart, practical, and ready for anything life throws your way. If this list felt like a lot, it's because survival doesn't play around. The ones who ignore these essentials, they scramble, freeze, or make mistakes that could have been avoided. The ones who actually prep, they stay in control, calm, and ready for anything. These aren't just cheap items, they're lifesavers. Because when chaos hits, it's too late to start Googling, what should I have packed? So hit subscribe. More real-world, no-fluff survival tips are coming your way. And before you go, what's the one item on this list you're grabbing first? Drop it in the comments. You might just inspire someone else to prep smarter. Stay smart, stay ready. And remember, survival isn't about spending big, it's about thinking bigger.